Hey, Pham Nation. A little life hack, okay? A little free life hack from Mr. Pham. Sponsored by Chipotle. Here's a burrito bowl, right? Tortilla in the burrito bowl. Look at that. No spill, no mess, okay? Free life hack. Watch the video now.
Welcome to Pham's Vlog Week 5, Distance Learning and Hybrid Students. How's it going, everybody? This week's brought to you by Coca-Cola. Eat fresh. Just kidding, I'm not sponsored yet for these, but I would like to be. Or I could be sponsored by Almond Joy. Speaking of that, shout out to... Oh, did I forget? Shout out to Ari and to Emma Hilgren for giving me Almond Joys. But Emma gave me Almond Joys last year, and I feel like if I accept shout-outs from then, I'm going to be doing a ton of shout-outs. Just shout-outs to all the people that gave me treats last year. But this is a new year, and a new year for Almond Joys. So, only new Almond Joys now for the shout-outs. Sorry. Okay, well, let's actually learn something today. Pretty easy Thursday or Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday for you students. Goals again this week is I can identify and know the value of different notes and rests. So do you know what a whole note is? Do you know what it looks like? Do you know it's called a whole note? Do you know it gets 4 beats? That kind of stuff. I can write in the counts for rhythms in 4/4 time. That's what we did in person, or if you're a distance learning student, you did that on Monday, Tuesday. Actually writing in those counts, we're just going to review over that stuff and fix a couple of the mistakes I've been seeing with some of you guys. Lastly, I can clap simple rhythms in 4/4 time with a steady beat. We really want to feel good about this kind of stuff because next week we're going to add in eighth notes, which is going to complicate things just a little bit and add in a little bit of extra flavor, I guess, in our rhythms. Because right now we're doing really simple rhythms. Once we get eighth notes, they start getting more complicated and a little bit more fun, but a little harder to clap right away and a little harder to write in the counts right away. So again, just review. Whole note gets 4 beats. Half note gets 2 beats, quarter note gets 1 beat, okay? You can see how they're just getting split up into 2. That's how it works. Same thing, whole notes, whole rest gets 4 beats, half rest gets 2 beats, quarter rest gets 1 beat. I think everyone, you should feel pretty good about that stuff right now. If you don't feel good about right now, you still feel like you don't know these different notes, watch this video again, do a little bit of studying, do some practicing and that kind of stuff, but you should feel good at this point with these notes and rests. Again, we're in 4/4 time, which means we got 4 quarter notes in a measure. The biggest problem I've been seeing with the write in the counts assignment, or the biggest mistake I've been seeing, is students putting in what the note value is versus where it is in the measure, okay? So when we write in the counts, we want to know where it is in the measure, where do we clap it in the measure, not necessarily how long we hold the note. So again, each spot in the measure has a place. The first quarter note in 4/4 time is beat 1. The second quarter note is beat 2. The third quarter note is beat 3. And the fourth quarter note is beat 4. Okay, so that's how it's organized. A lot of people, what I'm seeing, would write it in the counts and just put 1, 1, 1, 1. Quarter notes do get 1 beat, but that's not what we want to know. We want to know when do we clap it in the measure. So again, let's go back into some problems and figure these out together. Oh. Again, we would put 1 here because that's the first quarter note in the measure, okay? That's the first quarter note spot, so we put a 1 there. We'd put a 2 here because it's the second quarter note spot. We'd put a 3 here because it's the third quarter note spot. And since it's a rest, we like to put those parentheses around it, okay? Parentheses, and then I want you to put the number it is. Here is the 4th spot, the last spot, so we'd put a 4 there. Again, I've been seeing people go 1, 1, 0, 1, things like that. We don't want to know the value. It's important that we know the value because we can't do this without knowing how many beats each note gets. But we really want to know, when do I clap these notes? Okay, when do I clap these notes? That's the real question. Right here, we've got a half note. A half note gets 2 beats. Again, some people have been putting 2 here because they're like, half note gets 2 beats, I'm going to put a 2 here. That's wrong. You put a 1 there because that's when you clap it. You clap it on beat 1. And in beat 2, we're just holding that note, so I'm just going to put a dash there. Over here, I'm going to put parentheses 3 because that's when we start our rest. And since it's holding for 2 beats, we're going to put a dash there. let's go on to this one. Same thing. This is a rest at the beginning, so I know I need to use parentheses. Now, since we use the parentheses, we know this first thing that happens in the measure gets beat 1. The first thing that happens in a measure gets beat 1. That's a quarter note, so this would be 2 because we filled up the first quarter note. This would be 3 because we filled up the second quarter note, and this would be parentheses 4. Right here, again, we know this is getting 3 beats because it's a dotted half note. Doesn't mean we put 3 there. We put 1 because that's the beat we clap on, and we hold it for 3 beats. So we're putting 2 dashes here to show that we hold through beat 3, and that last note is beat 4. So let's say if you're someone who made that mistake and would like to redo it, email me and I'll unsubmit your assignment, and then you can redo it and try to get actually the right answers, and you can shoot for that meets or exceeds. Again, what you're doing today is you're doing the write in the counts assignment, which is in week 5, Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday, whichever class you were in. Check that first. Then I want you to complete any late work for the class. We have a decent amount of late work from all the classes, okay? So if you've got late work, you're not alone, but we need to get this stuff in. So first thing is, what note is that? That's back, I think, in week 2. You can go look for it. And that's that note identification website where it gives you a grand staff, and you had to click the right numbers. You had to do at least 25, and if you got 95 or above, you got excellent or exceeds. The music crossword is after that. Music crossword, again, is that PowerPoint with a crossword, and the notes were words, and you have to put the note names in. The exit ticket was, I believe, 2 weeks ago. Just a quick Google form for people to fill out with a couple questions about leisure lines. And then lastly, the note value quiz, which was last week. That's sort of like a redo of the note value pretest we took in class. I just opened that up to 2 submissions. So let's say you didn't do well in the first time. Please go back, review those notes, and then do it again. And you can get a better score, and I can change it in the gradebook, no problem, okay? I just want, the biggest thing I want you to do is to learn this stuff. Make sure you know those note names. So I have no problem giving you a second time through. Try it again if you need it. Band people, if you're a band person and you're done with all this stuff, practice, okay? Practice whatever Miss Sherman gave you, because this is part of your music time, and a lot of you guys are already done with that stuff. So get some practice in during this time. Those 10 to 30 minutes a day is going to go a long way this year. That's all I have for you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you either in person or in our next video. And remember Almond Joys, because Mr. Pham likes Almond Joys. See you later. Bye.